So, people, Chelsea won, Arsenal won, and I thought it was appropriate to put this picture up of Arsene Wenger holding the Premier League title because that genuinely might be the last time we see Arsenal win a Premier League title. Maybe there was a curse in that gold trophy that Wenger was holding up. I mean, being out of a title race in November. I mean, are we out of a title race? Top Gooners are messaging me online saying, "Why are you giving up?" I said, "I'm not giving up. The club's given up. They gave up when the deadline day closed and they decided not to buy a gunman striker. When I was mentioning Ivan Toney, oh, Ivan Toney's not good enough and he's 28. He's too old. But they bought a 28-year-old Mikel Merino. What about Gyökeres, I said? Oh, he's only done it in the Portuguese league. Now they want Gyökeres. What about Victor Osimhen? No, I don't rate Osimhen. He didn't play well in AFCON. Okay, so what's the alternative? Okay, we stick with Havertz because he got 13 goals in the second part of the season. Okay, how's that working out? He is stinking out the place. We don't look like scoring more than one goal anyway in a game, and I just don't know what to make of today. Do you know what? In all honesty, we played all right today. Like, we weren't bad, but we weren't good either. You know, Trossard misses a great chance at the end. That kind of sums up Trossard's form at Arsenal. Maybe we should have sold him to Saudi. The problem was the window was closed for us. We couldn't replace him. Martinelli gets a goal. I don't think he played particularly well, but he took his goal well. Fair play. Maybe that can be a confidence booster for him. But again, the attack was as blunt as a wooden spoon, people. Saka didn't play well today. Got pocketed by Cucurella. Comes off injured or limping. Whichever one. Was he injured or was he limping? I don't know. I questioned him at the end of the watch-along. Why is Saka limping at the end of games constantly? Is it because he's overplayed? Is he targeted? Or does he need to actually get a bit more tough? Because the top wingers get kicked. And they've always got kicked. I don't know. The whole front three collectively is not working. It's not working. We don't look good enough. Great to see Martin Odegaard come back today. Surprised that he played for 90 minutes considering he only played 3 minutes in the week. So that was a major plus. He got an assist, but we haven't done a good job of replacing him over these 7 or 8 weeks. Waneri doesn't come off the bench again. What does he have to do to kick a football? Merino came on, was poor, gave the ball away, too slow. Could have scored from Saka's cross, didn't seem to want to gamble and go for the ball. He was kind of strolling over to it. Defensively, I thought the two centre-backs played well today. The two full-backs were not great. Timber was a little bit sloppy at times. I thought Ben White didn't play that well. But little tactical changes. Maresca moves Neto from the left to the right, brings on Mudryk, takes off Madueke. Neto cuts inside and scores. Why does Saka never go to the left for part of the game? Why does Martinelli not go to the right? Then you can just run them down the line, put crosses in. Why don't we make those kind of changes? The team tried, again, similar to Inter Milan. They put the effort in, but we just weren't quite good enough. And I said it the other day, this team was let down the day that transfer window closed because this club and this ownership did not show the required level of ambition. We needed a creative player in case Odegaard got injured, which he did. We should have kept Smith Rowe. But if you are going to sell Smith Rowe, that's fine. But go and buy Dani Olmo. Go and buy Eze. Go and get Xavi Simons. Get somebody that can create and play in that role. Arsenal, you buy cheap, you buy twice if you don't buy the right player. Arsenal needed a top quality midfielder. Mikel Merino, in time, he may be okay. At the moment, he doesn't look good enough. He's going to take a long time, in my opinion, to settle. I think we signed 3 players in the summer who don't get in the Arsenal first team. Calafiori's not better than any of our players in the position that he plays. I don't think he's a better left-back than Timber, and I don't think he's a better centre-back than Gabriel or Saliba. Merino isn't better than Partey or Rice, and Raheem Sterling's not better than Saka. Or, well, he probably ain't far off Martinelli and Trossard, but they're all sort of a mixed bunch at the moment, but not good enough. Tactics not good enough. The rotation of the squad not good enough. They tried today. If we'd drawn with Chelsea today and we'd beaten Bournemouth, maybe got a draw at Newcastle and beaten Brighton at home, you would have said that's not terrible away from home against a team up in the top 4, top 6. But on the back of the results against Newcastle, Liverpool, Brighton, Bournemouth, this was a must-win game and we didn't win. Somebody put it in the chat. It was a great comment. They said it's a must-win game until we don't win it. And then people start saying, oh, you know, we needed to win today. No excuses. I don't even think Chelsea were that good today, people. Do you guys think Chelsea were that good today? Palmer was quiet. Madueke didn't really have end product. Jackson didn't do anything. I don't think they were that good. Their most lively attacker was Neto, a player that we should have signed. We've been linked with him for 2.5 years. We let him go to Chelsea. Crazy. Let me just say one thing that really irritated me today, probably more than anything else. This is a London derby, Chelsea against Arsenal. Chelsea are running around London saying they're a bigger club than Arsenal because of their Champions League success. We're running around saying we're a bigger club than you. Bigger history, bigger fan base. Thierry Henry, best player to play in the Premier League. Invincible trophy, all of that good stuff. And I've just watched Caicedo, 5'6", barge our players in the back off the pitch, stamp on our players' feet, tell our players to get up off the floor, mouth off at our players. 5'6". Saka barged him once in the first half. Nobody else did anything to him for the rest of the game. Now, I don't care if you're not a great team. And I know you can't just go crazy now because of VAR. But why did nobody in the Arsenal team clamp that guy and say, sit down, little man? What are you talking about? Caicedo made me so angry today. Not angry because of what he was doing. Angry because no one in our team went and got hold of him. Grabbed his shirt, laid one on him in a smart way. This guy wanted to join Arsenal. I actually looked at Caicedo today and thought, I'd love to see that in the Arsenal team. Bit more streetwise, bit more aggressive. I hated it. Why did Declan Rice not go and clamp him? Partey go and clamp him. They stood off him while he was on all kinds of antics. Frustrating, flat, international break. Never been so excited to see an international break. 2 weeks. England, Jamaica, Nations Leagues, whatever. I'll watch it to take a break from that. Genuinely, league games now, I'm going to be way more laid back. Because I don't see the title happening. I think it's a case now. Try and win the League Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup, and go as far as you can in Europe. But you've seen us in Europe away from home. That doesn't look pretty either. No goals in our last 4 away games. International breaks probably come at the right time. Different environment for the players. Have a break from this. Come back refreshed. Forest, West Ham, Man United after the international break. Sporting Lisbon and Monaco in the Champions League. 9 points behind Liverpool, 4 behind City. It's very unlikely, I'm going to be honest, because we need to go on a crazy run, and the way we're playing, it doesn't look doable. But they need to come back, win some games. The Kroenkes need to get us a striker in January. But number one, does this manager believe we need a striker? Because he loves Havertz. And number two, are the Kroenkes going to drop 85 million on Gyökeres? 65 million on Osimhen? Probably not. They'll probably wait till the summer and buy Benjamin Sesko, a.k.a. Benjamin Tesco. Every little helps. I'll leave it there, people. 1-1 with Chelsea. Ball draw. League title done, in my opinion. We'll tick over. We'll continue to do content. Honestly, if I wasn't making content, I'd take a break from this club. They haven't got the minerals at the moment, people. There's a mentality issue in this team, and they're not there. And what would be even more painful is if Man City have a drop-off this season and Liverpool sneak in and win this title when we were supposed to be the closest challengers. They tried, but they weren't good enough. Chelsea won. Arsenal won. League title's a mess. Arteta, mate, your job needs to be under serious scrutiny. Second highest paid manager in the Premier League. £15 million a season. For what exactly? 1 FA Cup in 5 years. Crazy. I'm off to drop bombs on Twitter, people. Take care, everyone. Bless.